folks, how are you doing? And welcome to our channel. So I wanted to do an update on William and Catherine and their relationship and what's going on there at the present for a couple of reasons. The first one was an article that was in The Sun. Before you go, The Sun, it was actually quite an all right article, I thought, but let me get my let me get my glasses on so I can read it. I did screenshot the article. So let me read you the article. And then oh God, let me get into this phone without it locking. William is making the most of this second chance with Princess Catherine after battling cancer, and the couple seems to be more in love than ever. A source told, oh, that says Closer. Oh, anyway, let me read it. A source told Closer that the future king is ramping up the romance with his wife. They claimed that William has been incredibly supportive through Kate's cancer battle. He's really proven himself to be a remarkable partner when the going gets tough. His big focus has been on making the most of their time and this second chance at life together. That means more romantic dinners, more long walks, and more holidays. They're mapping out summer plans right now, with the usual family trips to Cornwall and the Isle of Sicily. But they're also looking to take a romantic hideaway holiday, just the two of them, and even talking about going back to the Seychelles where they honeymooned. The insider continued, William really stepped up during Catherine's illness. He took on so many extra duties, even in the midst of supporting, and his considerable heartache worrying about her. He has been the most doting husband, and everyone, including the princess, says so. It is by the Sun. Oh, God, because I've screenshot it keeps jumping. God. The source claimed that King Charles has been in full support of William, taking time for his family so that Catherine can recover, and it's the Sun, with a little bit of the Closer magazine in as well. Also, as well, I wanted to read on the fact that this may just be innocent, but I don't know. It was on International Women's Day. All the main royal women, so all the senior royal women that had been, even like Victoria and Queen Elizabeth II, who were no longer with us, and I think Queen Mary as well, all had a portrait changed. So Anne, Camilla, Sophie, and Queen Elizabeth II, Queen Victoria, and I think Queen Mary as well. All had a picture shared that was taken by a female photographer, but they didn't share Catherine's. And like literally, the comment section on there blew up. Do you know what I mean? Really blew up. People were kicking right off that Catherine wasn't on there. And I watched it and I was like, it is strange. It may not be strange. It could be that because Meghan's not on there, they're not putting Catherine on there because it'll just kick something off in that direction. Who knows? So I want to pull on that. Should we pull on that first and then we'll go off into the other area? Astro Matrix Tarot, you'll be seeing on this video. And you're going to be seeing the Water Temple Oracle by Susie Sherab. So let's get to it. Why was Catherine not shown on the International Women's Day post? Why did they not use her portrait? Why did they not use her portrait? Why did they not use her portrait? Knight of Cups. Okay, let's keep pulling. We've got the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom. Nine of Swords. I'll read them once we pulled them. Seven of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. Temperance. The Tower. Nine of Cups. Queen of Swords. The Hermit. We'll do two more cards. Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Wands. Do one more. I always do this. King of Cups. I'll do another one and then I will end it. The Three of Cups. So partly yes, because of the. It's wrong, really, isn't it, that they won't show Catherine's picture because it'll cause an issue with the other side. But this is what happened, isn't it, with the Queen? Came with the Queen, Queen Elizabeth II, when she used to have all pictures of the family on the desk next to her, and it started to become very political about who was there and who wasn't there, and it ended up where I think it was just like Philip. Or just her and Philip, and like even Charles won't even go there with pictures. There's that element in there as well. But there's also an element here about the fact that Catherine's not doing a lot of duties at the minute. Um, she's semi-retired, whether that's officially or unofficially. They were honouring the women that are doing the work now. It's a triggering aspect because I saw the comments on it and it was like, oh my God, people just went wild on the comment section, really getting woof. Um, I've always said though, yes, I believe that there was cancer, but I've always said that there wasn't just that. There was other things going on there, other things that we'll possibly never know what was going on. Um, it's almost like the royal family are quite wary of what they post of Catherine. It's a strange one to read to look at actually, because it's almost like why would they be that they're wary of posting about Catherine, um, because she's stepped down from so much and she's not doing a lot of royal duties. The sole focus of that post was about the royal women there, but then you've got the ones that have died. Do you know what I mean? That have achieved all their royal duties, maybe. There's a s- there's a very There are rumours, isn't there, that there's issues between Camilla and Catherine. Um, I've just filmed Charles and Camilla's 20th wedding anniversary spread, and that came up with not with stuff with Catherine, but it came up that life ain't simple. You know, it's portrayed as being simple. Um, in some respects, it wasn't a good move because it's opened up a hornet's nest again. There seems to be a weird energy like this thing with this solicitor. William employs Diana's divorce lawyers, and everybody was like, "Ugh." I wasn't, because I know what the press are like. But there just seems to be, and this thing about trying to prove that William is this good husband, and if you are a good husband, why do you need to constantly prove it? There's something not right. Um, there's not just one answer of why Catherine's picture wasn't on that spread. There's many different reasons. Um, There was also that thing as well with the royal wreath, the wreath of William's and Catherine's, where Catherine's signature wasn't on it, and it usually is. You know, with the Knight of Cups, the show must go on. The mental anxieties that Catherine still has in relation to her duties as Princess of Wales and future Queen. Seven of Pentacles, the fact that she's out doing her own stuff at the minute at home. She's not fully doing royal stuff. Um, walking a tightrope, the tower, the clearing. I don't know what this Oracle card deck will do in this situation, but let's have a look. Why wasn't Catherine included in the photo spread for International Women's Day? Co-creation, I unite with the power of love. Lovers, I follow my heart, Aphrodite and Eris. And feeling this situation between different offices as well, that this is another decision that's been made that's quite ick. Um, they're also trying to give her space and her time to get right again. Um, there's a lot of emotions in that area. There's also something with the Queen of Wands here in relation to what date was, oh, where's my phone? It's there. What date was International Women's Day this year? They didn't want to put her in the firing line of the squad because of Meghan's, as ever. Let me just get the date. They don't want to put Meghan there because obviously she really is not a working royal. But sad, and it shouldn't be like this, should it? Because if for although Catherine's off sick, she's still classed as a working royal. But it's that old thing of the pictures again. And it's that old thing of by trying to keep peace, they cause chaos. Um, by not being honest and open, saying that's Catherine, she's a working role, it is what it is, jog on. It's like it's opening up a multitude of things. 8th of March, yeah, around about when As Ever was launched. The main feeling I'm thinking, there's a lot. There's the health, there's silliness going on between offices and making silly decisions. Um, not wanting to put Catherine in the spotlight, but there's also this thing with Meghan and the squad, going at Catherine's picture because you put not realising having the discernment to understand how the royal family works, that there isn't going to be a picture of Meghan there because she ain't a full-time working royal. What deal you got there in end, Claire? My God. Stick with the cards, no rush. Um, it's a strange thing because I'm just feeling as though for some reason Catherine and William just don't want to step up and step out. It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because actually they kind of need to, don't they? I don't know, do they? Um, right. Phew. Let's have a look at the energy between William and Catherine at present. Oh, God. Oh, interesting. We've got the Two of Cups, so that's good. That's good. The deck's just exploded. Three of Cups celebration. God, the Lovers has just dropped out. The Lovers and Hierophant. We kept pulling now. So the Lovers and the Hierophant. Put it in the right order, Claire. The Magician at the bottom of the deck. Alchemy, making the best of things, making the most of things, using the time they've got, using what they've got, um, being mindful of where they use their energy. Two of Swords, the crossroads, a choice about going forward. Three of Pentacles, looking at what their roles are going to be going forward, knowing that they're going to be very different in their roles as Prince and Princess of Wales, very different in their roles as King and Queen. They're restricted, or they're feeling restricted. I mean, they are restricted in what they can do. Um, And being shown an image of William, particularly William, being told by this man in grey suit, telling him not to overshine Meghan and Harry. Um, because that's not what they do, as in the royal system. They don't go out and play the game. They don't go out and overtake or overshine. They just show up and do. That celebrity wise and fame wise, it'd be about trying to top, but the powers that were behind the throne are actually telling them to not do that, to not look at like they're trying to, um, Meghan announces as ever, so Kate announces an initiative, which kind of keeps them held back because they're not really allowed to flare and to embrace. It's becoming more of a strategy than going with the flow. Yeah, Five of Swords, eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Charles and Camilla get away with doing more. Sad, really, but they're being told not to because the issue was between the couples. Because the royal system doesn't like backlash. King of Wands. Looks like Henry VIII, that like a slim version. A version before he went wild on the turkey legs, on the chicken legs. Um, Fool, the leap of faith. They started off with the lovers, they started off with the Hierophant, but there's a lot of other stuff going on there in relation to their working lives, in relation to their roles, in relation to their roles as parents. Death and rebirth. Nine of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles out in the cold. Show me the type of husband that Prince William is. Show me the type of husband that Prince William is now. Show me the type of husband that Prince William is now. Nine of Cups. Fulfillment. The Magician. Show me the type of wife that Catherine is now. Show me the type of wife that Catherine is now. Show me the type of wife that Catherine is now. Three of Swords, which is heartbreak. High Priestess, which can be illusion, intuition. Um, God. Well, don't run at me. This is also about fulfilling your own needs. Show me the energy behind that article. 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 Wanting to show it as perfect when it's not. It's not perfect by any. Nothing's perfect. They're going through a lot. They're going through a lot. It's not perfect. Whoever I don't know who it was. It even it's be an insider. Yes, they're healing. Yes, they're building bridges, but there's a lot going on, which possibly ties in with what my previous read was in this read, if that makes sense with the picture. It's Catherine's in pain. It's not perfect. She's struggling as a woman in that system. Now, whether that's because of William, whether it's because of the William and the system, um, Lovers, I follow my heart. Temple of Etiquette, thrive. I see golden opportunities. I'm also being shown the fact that this is what happens when the thing is the monarchy that we've got is not resonant at the new earth frequencies that want to come in. It's just not. We're going to be going into flow, self-compassion, joy. We're not going in, we're leaving behind duty, duty, duty. All of that's going, all that's all bullshit that we don't need anymore. And they're in this purging cycle of trying to purge that out because there is a deep love there. There is a deep love there. They've got that Aphrodite and Eris card. They've got the lovers, but there's also wound in there. It's not easy. It's not a fairy tale. They're having to figure out their place in the world and where they go forward. Where he goes forward as a man, where she goes forward as a woman, where they go forward as a couple and as a family. And it's balancing all of those different plates. It feels that neither of them want to walk away from the other, but they're having to readjust to each other. The truth is, especially in the times that we live now, they met quite early doors. Was it 1920? They're now in their 40s. A lot can change. From, when you're young, you look through a very different lens. You want a very different thing. You're attracted to a very different thing. And they've got to re-get to know each other in their 40s. And there possibly is this truth about having to go on holidays and get to know each other and fall in love again and make time. I want to say all of it's true. They are trying to make most of a second chance, but they're also trying to process a lot of other things. It's not easy being married to William. It's not easy being married to Harry. There's both those fellas, boys, men, have got wounding from the divorce of Charles and Diana, from the life of Charles and Diana. Neither of them was shown early doors what a stable background is. So they're having to work in the present about understanding that. Clarifier for that Three of Swords. Justice and balance and the chariot, trying to balance it out. To go forward. The Hermit, deep thinking, deep reflection. The King of Cups, emotions. But at the core of it, Ten of Cups. Yes, they're going through the difficulties. Yes, it isn't perfect. Yes, they're shifting a lot. But at the core of it are two people that do love each other and are actually trying to make it work. Can you remember ages ago when I can't remember if it was a challenge or a reading, and I said that William and Catherine need to be given the space that Charles and Diana were never given to heal and go forward with second chances, etc. Well, it's the same for same for William and Catherine. They need Charles and Diana never got that space, and I'm not sure they ever wanted that space. But William and Catherine do want that space and do want that time to actually sort their stuff together. That's it. No, it's not perfect. Things have happened. Things have been said. Hearts have been broken. They've got health issues. They've had the stuff with Harry. Um, but they don't just want to bolt and walk away from it. They're trying to make it work. And that's one of the reasons why they've kind of stepped back and they're not as visual as Charles was as a Prince of Wales or Diana as a Princess of Wales or Camilla as a Duchess of Cornwall. because they're needing this. It's precious. It's imperative that they get this right. Because if William and Catherine get it right, their alchemy is really good. If they don't, it's just going to damp squid. For William and Catherine to work together, alchemize, they have to be in sync with each other. When they're in their flow and they're in their power together, it's good. But if they don't address this now and heal it and have this time, they'll just go into damp squib energy. Yes, you'll get their core supporters that will love them no matter what, but the rest of the society will be like, "Oh, God, do you know what I mean?" So pivotal times, interesting times, and I think to remember with all the many different energies and frequencies that have come into this reading is the fact that at the core of it is two people that are trying to come back to something, to find out who they are again, um, whilst facing health, facing perimenopause, facing the healing of the divine feminine, healing the divine masculine, facing generational trauma, facing family trauma, facing bloody social media trauma and trolls and dipsticks and craziness and all of that stuff. Yes. So I don't think there's anything serious. I just feel as though they're going through a private time and it will take as long as it takes. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And again, this channel has many different videos on it. So it's not just a raw channel. Yes, there is raw content on here weekly, but there's other stuff on here as well. There is a playlist called CT's Raw Tarot. So if you go to follow that and then, I don't know, once or twice a week, check in, see if you've any new videos have come on. If you're not interested in the other content, that's fine, but there is a vast, assorted different content on here. Yes, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you've pressed the bell notification as well so you get notified of videos. I am aware that for some reason notifications aren't getting sent out on time. The videos, because I'm subscribed to each channel. It's weird. I'm subscribed to each channel. So when Claire Thackeray channel releases a video, I don't get a notification till a week afterwards, and it's my bloody channel. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.